I'm sure you'll be asked about kind of what happened down the stretch, but how big was the poor start for you guys in how the game turned out?
It was big, we should have been knowing that a competitive team like Nebraska coming into Assembly Hall, they're going to bring their best. We should have came out with a better start.
For either of you guys, what do you attribute the slow start to, and then the stretch there in the second half where there was like a bunch of turnovers? What do you feel happened?
I think as a group, we didn't come out with the right mindset. Definitely, myself included. I think we thought it probably was going to be a little more easier than what it's going to be. And, we can't come out like that, especially in the Big Ten. So I think it was a mindset thing, and we didn't challenge enough shots, turned the ball over way too much. So those were just a couple things.
For both of you, offensively, what were they doing that caused problems for your defense? Or was it more your defense?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of areas of improvement. When we go back and watch the film, that we definitely, work to get fixed. I don't think they ran some good stuff, but I don't think it was more the offense than our defense. And like I said, we left a lot of shots unchallenged, especially for some of our better shooters. So you can't expect them when you do things like that.
I mean, this is pretty obvious, but how concerning is 18 turnovers? And what can you guys do to cut that number back?
I think this all comes down to making simple plays. When you're trying to win games, you can't have too many mental errors, especially 19. That's way too much. I think it all comes down to making simple plays. Guys being locked into that.
Coach has talked before about his best teams being player-driven instead of coach-driven. I mean, is two guys that have kind of been through this. I guess what can you take from this moving forward and kind of teach maybe some of the younger guys so this kind of thing doesn't happen again?
I think the thing you can take from it is going to be a war all the way through. Every game, no matter who you're playing, where you're playing, there's going to be a fist fight, especially, if you don't come out right out the gate and, get out the teams and let them, hit you first, it's going to be tough. So I think, with this game, looking back, I think, a lot of guys will be able to see, just how tough it'll be going forward.
Okay, anything else, Ru?
Thomas, they had 16 offensive rebounds. What made them so effective crashing the glass tonight?
They were just a physical team out there, just crashing the glass, some of the balls bounced their way, and we started to be aggressive out there on the offensive and defensive end when it comes to rebounding.
How do you guys kind of explain, you guys have played really well at times, beating Kansas, beating North Carolina, but then on the other side, you had home loss to Nebraska, lost IPFW. What's happening that there's really good performances and then really questionable performances?
I think that's just a matter of, like I said, having the same consistent mindset collectively every day, and sticking to your identity. Those games you mentioned, we stuck to our identity and we played the way that Indiana plays. In the games, that we lost, we didn't do that. So I think it all comes down to, sticking to the way we play and building each and every day. Not taking no day for granted. Because that's when you have those lapses.
Thomas, how frustrating is it that you had the 26 game home winning streak and to lose at home like this?
It's frustrating, but all we have to do is bounce back from it. We just got to look at the film and look at key things that we can bring more to the table and help us as a team. One loss doesn't define us. We're going to keep building and keep getting better.
All right, guys, thanks.